In 8 locations around the door are these recesses, and this is where the door card would attach to the inside the door. I'm going to be using riv nuts instead of the screws because I'm not certain that the screw would bite into the carbon so well. So a riv nut is a great invention because you can captively place this inside a hole, and you can screw a bolt or whatever through into the riv nut, and you don't have to get your hand in to hold it or a span on the other end to put a nut in. So it's basically a captive fastener. You can get them in different sizes. These are M3s, 4s, 5s and M6s. They may even go bigger than that, but these are the ones I'm going to commonly use on my car. For the purpose of the door card, I'm going to be using M3s combined with a stainless steel screw. So when the door card comes up, the screw will hold it in place. So there's a thread inside here, and you see there's slight knurling or some weaknesses in the aluminium. That's to compress and sandwich the metal that you're trying to attach it to, or the carbon in this case. And I don't know whether you can just make out, so there's the thread inside there. There's no thread up to halfway into the rev nut, and then the last half there's the thread. So I've set the die up in the rev nut gun, wind it on. So there's a plain shank here in the die, so wind it all the way in. Okay, so it butts up against the stop there. Imagine this is the hole that you drilled out, so this slightly oversized hole for the riv nut. And then what happens when you pull the trigger, squeeze it up, so it mushrooms out and it captures the riv nut in place. What you do, one squeeze, remove it from the tool, or you'd be winding it out if it was on your piece. And there you go, one captive riv nut in place. Nice and simple to wind in now the screw from the outside, or the bolt from the outside, into place. There you go, simple lesson in riv nutting.
If you're going to be doing any work with carbon, make sure you wear a face mask. This is really important to keep any dust particles from the carbon into your lungs. Some safety glasses, don't want any splinters getting into your eyes. And also a pair of gloves, because you'll be itching and itching for weeks afterwards. So take precautions, glasses, face and gloves.
So that's the last of the holes drilled out for the riv nuts. Now it's time to put the riv nuts in. Brilliant. So that's now securely in there, encapsulated into the carbon fibre.